Minutes to come on in. Live streaming from the office. Once again, I was streaming earlier on the drive to the office, but my, I guess the sun beating down on my phone through the window overheated my phone, so I got disconnected. So anyway, figured I'd continue the stream here. Give you guys a few minutes to come into the chat so we can talk. In the meantime, BTC over 60K, guys, $60,058. Very nice daily close we had. It seems like bullish momentum is going to continue to the upside, guys. Jasmy's closed above 2 cents once again, 2 cents 06. It doesn't feel like it's up 13.5% on the week, but it is. Crazy. Still over $1 billion market cap. Very nice. Very nice. So, the week is crazy. CKB, what is that? Nervous Network. Okay. Just giving you guys a few minutes to come into the chat while I look around. BTC's up 11% on the week. Kaspa, guys. Kaspa is on the verge of absolutely freaking exploding, in my opinion, guys. Right? There is so much coming for Kaspa here in the next couple of months. Like KRC20 going live in a couple of days. What, like tomorrow? Isn't it tomorrow? Tomorrow, you're going to see like a crap ton of meme coins launch probably right away, right? First couple weeks. And I would say be careful, guys. Be careful with that because, I mean, there's going to be a lot of rugs, obviously, right? Same thing that happened with Solana earlier this year, right? We saw a whole crap load of meme coins launch over there. And there was some good opportunity. People made good money. Stuff like Myra, Bonk, like a whole bunch of meme coins that were really solid picks. Well, as far as meme coins go, anyway. Over on Solana, and it boosted the whole ecosystem. The Solana started to go nuts. You'll probably see something similar happen with Kaspa, in my opinion, man. You're gonna see memes start to go nuts first. A lot of liquidity will start to flow in. People are gonna have to use Kaspa to purchase a lot of these KRC20 tokens as a gas fee. They're gonna have to use it as a gas fee. And then, a couple of months down the road, guys, we're going to be looking at some of the utility plays that start to launch in their ecosystem. I think it's going to be huge. Guys. Not to mention the fact that, like I said, I've been saying, guys, I'm calling for a listing on Kraken and Binance. It's coming. It's coming, guys. We're going to get both of those listings, 2 tier 1 exchanges. Boom, boom, just like that. Kaspa's going to soar, in my opinion. What's going on in the chat here? Logan, what's up, man? What's my conservative price point for Jasmy by the end of the year as of now? I haven't really reassessed it, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I gotta readjust and reassess things and see where I think things are gonna go from this point. But just off the top of my head, without even kind of looking into anything, I wouldn't be surprised to see. I'll try to be conservative and say 10 to 15 cents, something like that. It wouldn't shock me. But again, that's me being like ultra conservative, right? I need to do a little bit more of a deep dive into what's going on, what catalysts are still coming for the rest of this year, what the charts look like on a bigger time frame, and then I'll be able to come up with a better, more accurate target to where I think the prices are going to go. So, Funky, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. William, what's up, man? William's in the house. Good to see you, man. Good to see everybody starting to pour in. Ty, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. I did do a video for the Patreon earlier today explaining what I think is happening right now in the market, why we're seeing so much green and pump action and stuff, guys. So definitely you're going to want to check that out. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of green. This has been a fantastic week, man. Quant's up 23.3% on the week, $74 again. Nice. And guys, here's the thing is that if this pace continues the way that it is, and if we pace this for the rest of the month the way that it's going now, and we run into October, November, December, and we start hitting those those runs, those green, super green months, um, we might be out of time when it comes to dollar cost averaging. We might be out of time. It might be time to switch over to just sitting on our hands and just sitting on our portfolios and waiting for the parabolic part of the bull run to go off, right? Um, but we're going to have to see how the rest of September plays out. But again, if it continues at this pace, I don't know, man. I don't know. We might be right at the tail end of the opportunity to accumulate. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go heavy for the rest of this month. I'm gonna continue to dollar cost average. Um, I'm gonna continue to stuff my bags as much as I possibly can before this month ends, because after this month, I honestly don't think that it's going to make sense anymore to continue to dollar cost average. Prices are going to start getting too high to the point where it's like, well, now all I'm doing is increasing my cost average, right? Which is not a terrible thing sometimes, but if you start getting projects like XRP and Cardonzo and stuff like that, and they're going, Pith, SEI network, if these projects are starting to hit a dollar and stuff like that, breaking a dollar, well, then it's time to like really, and same thing with Jasmy, uh, is Jasmy hitting, 10, 15 cents? Is it time to stop DCAing because it's only going to continue upwards from there, right? Is it time to sit on your hands and because it's weird, guys. It's really weird. You have to you have to continually train and untrain and retrain your mind through these cycles, and it becomes complicated because when you get into it, you have to get into the mindset of dollar cost averaging, setting a schedule, dollar cost averaging, right, and staying committed to your plan. And that takes like 2 years, 2 to 2.5 years through a cycle, right? And then suddenly you have to switch gears and you have to shake the habit and the instinct to dollar cost average that you formed over the last couple of years, and you have to just sit tight and you just have to hodl at that point and wait, right? And that's where things start to become difficult because you just feel that itch. You're like, I gotta. And I mean, you can still DCA, you can still buy the massive dips because you'll still see bigger pullbacks and stuff, so you'll still have those opportunities, but just not as frequent. And then, so you have to switch that into no longer DCAing, and then you have to switch gears into selling, taking profits. You have to do that, right? And that becomes difficult because greed can really start to overcome you, right? You're going to start seeing people, like if you're holding Jasmy, for example, and Jasmy gets up to, I don't know, let's say 75 cents, and everyone's calling for, suddenly everyone starts saying $2 for Jasmy, $3 for Jasmy. And let's say Jasmy gets to $1. And what happens with a lot of people, guys, why they get wrecked in this industry is because then they say, oh, I'm not going to sell because, everyone's saying it's going higher. It's going to $2. It's going to $3. Why would I sell at $1, right? And then the house of cards collapses and you're screwed, right? So it's quite a manipulative asset class, and it takes experience. It takes years in the market witnessing other people getting wrecked to fully understand what it takes to succeed in this market. That's why you need guidance. You need help from someone who's been around for a long time, right? Beebs, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Funky some are saying this is moving in accordance for the top being this year. I remember you had a chart for that, but I can't remember. I don't think the top's going to be this year. Not at all, Funky. Not at all, brother. Beebs, I'm excited for KRC 20 going live. Hopefully no hiccups. Yeah, and if there is some hiccups, that's honestly, I'm expecting hiccups, right? This is technology we're talking about. Any technology, there's going to be hiccups and stuff like that, right? But that's why projects like Cardano, for example, that's why they take forever to launch anything, because they make sure that they've worked everything out. I feel like, with KRC 20, it might be a little rushed to get it out because it's so highly anticipated, and they probably want to get it out before the bull run kicks off too, right? But that doesn't mean that it's not going to be massively successful. So expect some pullbacks, or not pullbacks. Expect some hiccups, but understand that that's all that they are, right? Funky, any thoughts on Doge? Since it's been introduced back into the mainstream with the political meme from Trump and Elon, Um, I mean, Doge will probably make it past $1 this time around, in my opinion. I think it just kind of ran out of road last time. The bull run was just kind of starting to wrap up around that time frame. So I'm not surprised that it topped when it did. Everyone thought it was going to $1 in the last bull run, but it only ended up going to like 72 cents or something like that, I want to say. But I think it can reach $1 this time around. I think Doge will smash $1. I don't hold any Doge. I wanted to buy some, I just never got around to it. Um, so I think it'll do good. Doge will do good. I think there's better memes to get into. Something like Turbo, in my opinion, would probably be better because there's probably going to be a better ROI on it, in my opinion. But to each their own. Beebs, DCA out like you DCA'd in. Yeah, the problem, Beebs, with that is that, like I said before, people allow greed. Greed will wreck you in crypto. It will wreck you, man, because a lot of people, and we're gonna see this happen in real time, guys, is that a lot of people um, are not going to be satisfied, right? Like I was saying it over on the Patreon the other day. I was saying, guys, like listen, if you put 25, 30K total into this cycle, right? Man, if your portfolio goes up to four, five, six, seven, eight, $900,000, $1 million, sell. Like, I'm not giving you, it's not financial advice, but take your profits, guys. Like, don't be greedy with it. Understand what you have to understand is that you're going to have another cycle, right? If you can turn 20 grand, let's say you put 20 grand, if you can turn 20 grand into, let's say, $600,000 in this market cycle, okay? I'm just picking arbitrary numbers here. Think what you could do with $600,000 in the next cycle, right? So don't let haste and greed get the best of you by sitting there going, oh, my portfolio started at 20 grand and now it's 600 grand, but it's not enough. I want to get to 1 million, right? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, because that guy gets wrecked every time. That guy will get wrecked, right? Greed, guys. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Don't be a hog, right? Take your profits. Take your profits. And if you sell too soon and you walk away with 600K from a $20,000 investment, that's pretty freaking good, man, right? That's nothing to be like upset about. And just be patient and wait for the bottom of the next cycle, and let's do it again, baby, right? That's what we do. Beebs, I'm with you. That's retirement money. Yeah, exactly. Funky. Doge new meme faux Trump was Elon's position. He offered him depart. Oh no, I don't know anything about that meme coin. I don't know anything about it. I haven't done any research on it. I don't know what it's about. No idea, brother. No idea. So who knows, guys? I mean, it's entirely possible that it's just upwards from here, with the exception of minor corrections, right? Um, you're still going to see some corrections. It's never just straight up forever, but I mean, this could very well be the start of our journey to the parabolic part of the bull run. Now, I don't think this market's going to top until uh, August, September of next year, right? Give or take a month or so. That's where I think the top's going to be. But um, if you can still, like, listen, there's certain projects, guys. I'm gonna be 100% with you here, right? There's certain projects that I have. You guys know I have my exit price points on my projects. Okay. Now, while I plan on fully exiting the market somewhere around July of next year, if let's take Kaspa for example. Okay, if Kaspa, my target for Kaspa is $2. Between $1.50 and $2 is my exit price point. Okay, I think it's going to go higher than that, but that's my exit price point. Okay, so if Kaspa hits $1.50 by the end of this year, I don't care if it still has until August or September of next year to run. I'm selling it at $1.50, and then I'm going to roll those profits into some other projects, right? Because I have a plan. I create a plan, I stick to my plan, I take my profits, I roll them around. That's what I do, right? That's how you make money in crypto. You just wing. If you're just sitting there winging it all the time, you're gonna get wrecked. You might as well go sit at a table in a casino, roulette table or something, right? You gotta have a plan. You gotta stick to it. Ortho, do you think the Fed will cut? I if the cut will pump or dump the market. Honestly, I think that what we're seeing right now in the market, all this green that we're seeing over the last couple of days, I think that is the market pricing in a rate cut. I think that's what that is, and I think that right around the rate cut, I think it's next week, like 4 days from now or something. Um, I think that we're going to see a dump at that point because it's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, right? So I think all we're doing with this pump action right now, all it really is at the end of the day for me, is the market pricing in a rate cut. That's all it is, right? And I think we'll see a correction afterwards. So, Beebs, Rob, with all the future catalysts Kaspa has coming, $2 to $5 is a nice price target. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it could hit $3 to $5. When I say $1.50 to $2, that's just my exit price point based on the amount of tokens that I hold and the dollar valuation that I plan on pulling out of that specific project, right? I think Kaspa is going to go significantly higher than that. But you guys know me who've been around for a while. I also like to front run the market, which means I like to get out about 25 to 30% before the rest of the market starts selling off, right? So that when I'm exiting, there's still a whole bunch of liquidity at my sell points, right? My sell orders are getting filled because there's still a crap load of buy orders at that time, right? And that's how you successfully exit the market. If you're gonna hold something like Jasmine to $1 and you think you're holding like 5 million Jasmine, you think you're gonna sell it at $1, I got a rude awakening for you here, guys. That's not gonna happen. There's not gonna be any liquidity up at $1 for Jasmine. Think about this. You're trying to offload 5 million Jasmine at $1. There has to be $5 million worth, or yeah, $5 million worth of buy orders at $1. Who's buying it at $1? That's what you have to ask yourself. That's why you have to have a successful strategy in place for exiting the market. You have to understand that for your sell orders to fill, there has to be buy orders. You're not selling crypto back to the exchange. The exchange is just an intermediary, a middleman between you and other people, right? So it's not like you can just go, oh, I'm dumping this. Like, on who, right? That's what you have to know. Funky, looking for a dip in January, February. This will be another shakeout. Yes, you're absolutely right, Funky. I think the same thing. We're going to have a nice big run for the rest of this year, in my opinion. And then we're going to get into January, February, and we're going to start to see a bit of a dump, probably 25 to 40% dump, which is what's going to fool a lot of people into thinking that we topped. And you're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of people online say, well, we're topped, we're going into a bear market. It's a bear trap, right? That happened last time too. Last cycle, we end up having a double top, right? And then that's when we'll start to go parabolic, in my opinion, right? So I agree with you there, Funky. So that's why I'm saying, like, if before the end of this year, something like Kaspa gets to $1.50, I'm going to offload it, and then I'm going to hold that profit. And once we see that 25 to 40% correction in January or February, I'm going to redeploy that capital, maybe back into Kaspa, right? But that's going to be my plan. And if you want to know how I'm doing it, when I'm doing it and everything, you got to be over on the Patreon, because the Patreon members are going to know exactly what I'm doing. What do we got here? Beebs, actually, I would love $1.50 Kaspa. Yeah, no kidding, man. Hangman, let's not forget about Swiftcoin. Very undervalued at the moment. I think once the markets start to go parabolic. Oh yeah, Swiftcoin's going to do fantastic. Swiftcoin's one of my top holdings. Absolutely. What's your exit price for Jasmine? My exit price points for Jasmine are varied. I'm only selling 50% of my jasmine. That's the thing. I'm holding 50% for the next cycle, right? Um, so I mean, I'll probably be leaving somewhere around 60, 70 cents, something like that. I'll start DCAing my way out of it for what I am going to be selling. But again, if you want to know my exit strategies, you got to be on the Patreon, man. Uh, Patrick, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. You lost your star by your name. Beebs, I've been looking at different projects in the crypto markets, and in all honesty, I can't find another project that has more future catalysts other than Kaspa. What do you think? I mean, there's lots that I agree with you. Kaspa has a lot of catalysts in the short term coming up. Jasmine has a lot of catalysts coming up in the short term as well. I mean, for Jasmine, you have to remember that they have the announcement that they're launching the platform they've been building with Panasonic over the last few months. That's supposed to launch sometime around October, because back in March they said roughly 6 months it would take them to complete and launch that. So they're going to launch that. I'm guessing in parallel with the PDL. So we have the PDL going live that we also, and the Super Wallet. Then in the spring, you have to remember that Jasmine is also their PDL is and the My Number card is going to be implemented into the Apple, the iPhones, right? So we have that. So there's a whole crap load for Jasmine coming as well. But yeah, I agree with you. In the very immediate term, Kaspa, I mean, like I said, KRC20, you're gonna see a lot of meme coins come out at first. Then you're gonna see a lot of utility plays. You're gonna see dexes start to launch over there. You're gonna see all kinds of utility projects, a lot of layer twos and stuff like that launching over on Kaspa's ecosystem for sure. They'll probably come over with a launch pad as well. Um, Probably, some sort of better DeFi staking process protocol, right? Kind of like Onyx Coin. So, like, I foresee a lot coming for Kaspa coming up for sure, for sure. A lot of listings coming up. Like I said, Kraken, Binance, those two are probably pretty close to immediate in my opinion. So, Death Bank, what's up, buddy? Patrick, been a caveman. Yeah, I'll get her back soon. Yes. Don't get me wrong. I love and hold Jasmine big time. Oh, I know you do, brother. I guess I'm thinking about tier one KRC20 Casplex DAX. Yes, you're absolutely smart contracts. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Beeps. That's why I said in the immediate term, you're absolutely right. Caspa's got so much going on. That's why I've been saying. That's why I said that I wouldn't be shocked if before the end of this year, Caspa was $1 to $1.50. Wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me at all. With all the catalysts that they have, if they get back-to-back listings on Kraken and Binance before in the same month before the end of this year, that alone could send them over $1. That alone could send them over $1. That's not including all of the liquidity that's going to pour into the ecosystem due to all the meme coins that are going to launch. Wait till they get TVL going on in their ecosystem as well. Like I said, a DeFi protocol, getting a TVL, ranking and stuff. Like, it's, guys, the potential's huge. Conk, what's up, man? We made it through the summer of sideways, folks. Yes, exactly. I've been saying it since the fall, guys, or since the spring. I mean, the summer of sideways. A lot of you guys listened to me, and a lot of you guys were ready for it. Andrew, which one can give a better ROI at current price between Kaspa and Arrow? Probably Kaspa. In my opinion, it would have to be Kaspa. Yeah, I would have to go with Kaspa on that. Beebs, that would be awesome. On the Fed thing, how big of a dump would you expect next week? Is it worth selling and buying lower? No, I wouldn't recommend selling and buying lower, because nothing in crypto is guaranteed, right? I could be wrong. Maybe there won't be a dump. Maybe there won't be, right? So I'm not doing that. I'm not selling anything and then hoping for a pullback to buy in lower. I'm not. What I am doing is keeping dry powder on the side in case we see a dump. That way I can accumulate during that dump, right? Tiger can't wait for Jasmine removed from the innovation zone. Yeah, that's another catalyst that we got to have still too, is exactly them to be removed from the innovation zone, right? Beebs, exactly, takes Solana. Yeah, exactly. You can expect something similar to what happened with Solana to happen with Kaspa in the next, let's say, 3 or 4 months, right? Uh, Kaspa at a dollar to $1.50 by the end of this year would be perfect, perfect Christmas gift for all of us, right? So, absolutely agree with that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get back to work. I just wanted to get on and say hi to everybody. Dwayne, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Young Eldor, what's up, man? So yeah, guys, like I said, if you want to know what I'm doing, guys, if you want to track my sells and stuff like that going into this next 3 months before the end of the year, what I'm going to be selling, what I'm taking profits on, and where I'm moving those profits into, guys, you got to be over on the Patreon. I'm going to be making a lot of moves over the next couple of months, and you're going to want to be aware of it, right? Because I won't just be giving that away over on the channel. You got to be over on the Patreon. So. Bruno, I'll watch the replay of this live. Yes, absolutely, man. So yeah, get over there, guys. Link will be down below, and like and subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow for a lot of Sunday content. We got a members only live stream tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.